Okay, this is the round of first firing of guns. As we can see, there's been a lot of damage. The Japanese battleship now has suffered 4 hits, so it's now dead and can be removed. Put it over there. It's actually in the middle there. Now, and as you can see, the American battleship is also badly damaged. It only has 1 more life left. So we go into the second round of firing. So we'll go again. American battleship. Now, American battleship has been over half damaged. That means now it has lost 1 of its main guns. It only has 2. And it will fire its 2 main guns. And it misses with both, unfortunately. And then it gets to fire its secondary guns. Now it loses 2 of its sets of secondary guns. So it only gets to fire 3 secondary guns. Misses with them. The cruiser then fires its 3 main guns. Misses with them and 3 secondary guns. And scores 1 hit, which is enough to kill our cruiser here. But the cruiser gets to fire before it dies. So he gets to fire its 3 main guns and scores 1 hit, which is enough to destroy the battleship. And as it's already fired in that round of fire, I can remove it. And now it gets to fire its secondary guns. So there is a chance that it could totally destroy, but it would be very unlikely. So it's looking for 1s with its secondary guns. And it misses with its secondary guns. Now it's totally fired everything that it has, and so it now can be removed from the board. And that's the end of the battle, and that's who's left undamaged. Now let's simulate the battle again, and we'll do it slightly differently this time. So let's have these guys still with 1 damage, and let's have our American fleet here. This time we're going to add planes into the battle. Let's say the Japanese have got some planes. Now give me a wee second. I've got to go get some from over here. Let's say this guy and this guy. Let's imagine the Japanese have some planes on a battleship, which I'll take from here. Excuse me a second. Okay. Now that there's planes involved, when you go to write your orders, what you'll do is you'll write the plane orders first. Don't know if you can make that out, but I can see whoever orders these are. You write your plane orders first. Now, planes. These 2 planes here together form what's called a squadron. So Japan will write the order Squadron 41 Arrow 59. So let's do that. America doesn't have any planes in our simulated game here, so it doesn't get to move any planes. Only the Japanese get to move planes. Now, when everybody's moved their planes, you will actually roll the dice in connection with the planes first and get all plane rolls done out of the way. The idea is that planes will come in and attack first and could damage, in fact, completely screw up orders that America may have written. So let's do the dice rolls for the Japanese planes. Now we have 2 of these guys. These guys are tactical bombers or torpedo bombers, and they get to roll 1 dice, each of them 1 dice at 3. So let's have the first one rolling, and he will attack. You have to designate who you're going to attack. He will attack the battleship. So let's roll. And he scores a hit with his torpedo. So I'll put a hit on. And the next one will also fire at the battleship. He will roll. And he also scores a hit, which is the battleship half damaged. Now these guys do get to roll back. And they have some anti-aircraft gunfire, and they are its secondary guns. So with the battleship, that's 5 at 1, and it scores 1 hit, and the 3 for the cruiser scores no hits. After the planes have done, they immediately go back to wherever they came from.